when we make the move, when we make, in some ways, when we make the decision to face ourselves, to open the doors, then of course, as we know, as I've been saying for many a video, then everything that is being locked up inside, everything that has been suppressed, denied, turned away from, neglected, held in the shadows for years and years and years, everything there wants to come to the surface, wants to come to the heart, wants to come to the open freedom of unconditional love, which is our essential nature. And our task is to facilitate that return and to enable that return and to love whatever is returning. That's our job, that's our primary job. That is the primary job of transformation. It's the primary job, although not explicitly in awakening, it's actually what happens in awakening. It's sort of, for most people, there is going to be the path of meeting ourselves, and meeting ourselves is meeting whatever has been denied, whatever has been neglected and turned away from. It's the path of the return to union and wholeness. And I don't know of another way to go about it. If you really, it's like, and the thing is that, you know, some people have had more trouble than other people, and there's no kind of benchmark. So it sort of depends on the density, the trouble, the trauma, the wounding, the pain that has been experienced, usually in childhood or adolescence, or, you know, those formative years, that can make it more difficult, because the pain that's buried inside, when it erupts, when it emerges, is almost overwhelming, is too much, it feels too destructive. And that's a problem in many ways, or it's difficult, it makes it more difficult. Whereas somebody who has had not such a difficult experience in childhood, they've been loved, or there's been, you know, no violation, or, you know, any of these things, would tend to have an easier ride at it. But here's the thing, neither of those two, in many ways, have anything to do with what's called awakening. It's not a cause and effect. It's not, if you clear up your stuff, then you're going to get awakened. And if you don't have any stuff and you end up on the spiritual path, then you're going to get awakened and it's going to be really easy, or something like that. There is no equation. There is no equation. If you look back at some of the Christian mystics, for instance, you know, they reached stillness and peace and grace and equanimity through great suffering, through the embracement of great suffering. So, you know, there's no cause and effect in that sense. All one can do is attend to one's own experience as best one can, with as greater willingness, fire, surrender, persistence, grace, you know, as possible. Not in that way of I'm getting somewhere, but in the way of I'm shedding my skin, I'm shedding everything that was, you know, has been a handicap, an encumbrance, has been a weight in my soul, in my chest, in my heart, in my head, in my gut, you know, for years and years and years. Awakening doesn't matter. You know, if you're going to speak with me, you know, I say awakening is not the purpose. Inner freedom of moving beyond the baggage of one's stuff, of one's mental, conceptual, heart-bound, locked in, aggrieved state of being, the letting go of that leads to something that is softer, freer, more peaceful, more integrated, more whole, more natural. And that is enough. That's enough. Do we need any more? No, we don't need any more, because there's such a relief at that, just that coming homeness, that it's like, you know, that I don't know what to say, really. It's like there's juice, there's grace, there's beauty, there's depth, there's love in that. That's where the love is. The love is the returning to ourselves by removing the veils. We don't have to get all non-dual about it. If that happens, beautiful. If not, beautiful.